We need to talk about parking charges, and I need your help. I didn't think that we would have to be talking about parking charges after all the events at the end of last year and the declaration in February that there would be no parking charges in Towcester, Daventry and Brackley. But on the 23rd of April, was forwarded a draft order and notice coming from the council, which was talking about parking charges, off-street parking charge regulations for across West Northamptonshire. And that talked about introducing parking charges, changing them, ANPR cameras and paying display sort of parking meters. But I noticed within there that it also includes the Tove short stay and the Spon Arcade short stay car parks. And basically what it says is they're going to be introducing some sort of parking charges. Now the current rule basically has it that between Monday to Friday, between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m, you can have 3 hours of parking and then no return within 3 hours. All understood, but it does mean that overnight you can park for free. What this new rule draft proposal is saying is that every single day of the week, so not just Monday to Friday, Monday to Sunday, between midnight and 6 p.m, the rule is 3 hours parking, no return within 3 hours, but every hour thereafter over those 3 hours will be £5 an hour. So this means that you can't park free at weekends, you can't park overnight anymore, because if you do, you'll be left with a hefty charge by the time that comes in. And this is going to have such a knock-on impact across businesses and for residents, and I just don't understand, because when Councillor John Slope, the Cabinet Member for Finance, said this...
We've come to the conclusion that we are going to withdraw the new parking charges in Daventry, Towcester and Brackley.
Why are we now in a situation when suddenly we're having to discuss parking charges? And some of you may have noticed that it looks like there are some parking infrastructure being built already in the Tove short stay car park. Like me, you probably got questions about what that is. Is that ANPR? And if so, why is this being installed at this stage, given that they said there would be no parking charges in February? This order is still a draft order and there's a consultation until the 14th of May. How is this being installed already? I just don't understand. I've got so many questions. So what do I need now? I'm calling on you again. We need to be making our objection to this order. I will put the details below so that you know what to do. But please, 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 I've written to the council already. I've already submitted my objection. We need to stop this. This is madness. We were told one thing, that there'd be no parking charges in Towcester, and we are being faced with a completely different situation a few months later. I really hope that this is just a misunderstanding and an error in what was produced, but we really can't take a chance. Please submit your objections. We need to nip this in the bud and make sure we guarantee and secure that free parking for Towcester.